So today I'm going to be doing a review of the Sonia G Worker One brush that I purchased off of Beautylish. Retail price $36. And this is, they just made it possible at Beautylish to actually buy these individually recently. I don't know when, but honestly, I was not interested in Sonia G. I don't know who Sonia G is. I would have never bought this brush, but how did I come about buying this brush? First, Beautylish sent me some kind of, they were advertising this whole Sonia G brush set coming out. I was like, who's Sonia G? I don't care about no Sonia G. I don't even know anything about this person. And then later on, Wayne Goss did a review of all her brushes, and he says she's I guess a blogger. She really loves, and she has loves brushes, and she has a mass collection of all types of brushes and all this. I still wasn't interested. But after I had bought a few of Wayne Goss brushes, and then I realized her brushes are even more money than his. And then I said, she's an expert on brushes and things like that. So I said, let me just try one brush out. So I ended up choosing this Worker brush. And the reason why I chose it is because I am obsessed, totally obsessed with blending brushes. I love crease brushes. I'm not interested in a shader brush whatsoever. Shaders don't do it for me. If I ever was to buy a single brush, it would never be a shader brush. I'm not interested in shader brushes. I have shader brushes. A shader brush is a shader brush. But this is like a shader brush hybrid. It's like a hybrid shader brush. And when I read what this brush actually supposed to do, I was like, okay. And 36 wasn't that bad, for a luxury brush, which these are supposed to be, right? And you could tell that they are. Like, once you get this, the weight of this brush handle, the way the bristles feel, and the bristles don't feel too unique. But anyway, let me read what this brush had claimed to do. So it says, I'm on a Beautylish website, and it says regarding this brush, Worker One is beauty blogger and makeup brush expert Sonia G's perfect eyeshadow blender. It softens and diffuses pigment without over blending, thanks to a combination of perfect grip and control. The versatile shape also doubles as a crease and shading brush. It says wide special, designed as an eye blending brush that softens shadow in a single swoop. Worker One features a multi-purpose shape that can contour and define eyes too. Each brush is hand-bound by master artisans in Japan using traditional brush making techniques for unparalleled performance and craftsmanship. The sturdy handle is made from dense, substantially harvested maple wood and coated with 4 layers of pigment and lacquer for a rich, dimensional finish. How to use it? Well, y'all can read that. But this brush is only to be used with powders. It's not to be used with any kind of liquid products. But this is also made of Saikaho goat hair. Okay, so that's what because it claimed to be a blending brush. I said, you know what, I'm gonna try it out. I expected it to be, really nice, but I didn't expect what I got. So I get the brush, and I go into my I had just taken off my makeup, but I said, I'm just curious. So I go in. What palette did I go into? I went into, I think, 2 palettes. I went into this palette right here, the Blushing Berries palette, the Dose of Color Blushing Berries. And I said, let me just sample it out. I ended up creating a whole entire eye look on one eye with the one brush. I lie to you not. This woman is a brush genius. And I'm just telling you that because for me to do my crease color, my lid color, my upper crease color, blend all my harsh edges out with the same brush. All I did was wipe off in between the color changes. I wiped off whatever. I wiped off the excess powder onto like a microfiber cloth, and that was it. I did a whole entire eye look using this one brush. Then I said, nah, no, maybe I got it all wrong. Maybe it's just what I want to think, but I wasn't thinking anything. I didn't have expectations like I did when I had got my Wayne Goss brush. I was like, I needed to like rewrite history for me. You know what I'm saying? So I got another palette out and I said, you know what, let me do the other eye and let me see if I could get the same results. I dipped this brush into the powder, tapped the brush, it held all the product just right. It just held it in there. And I think the next palette I used was a Viseart palette. Made a whole nother eye look using this one brush, okay? For the next eye look, blended out all the harsh edges, and I was like, what? Seriously? This brush is an experience. This is for the brush lover, okay? This is for everyone, okay? Even someone who's not really a brush lover, someone who, is just like, I'm trying to look pretty today, I created 2 eye looks in a matter of maybe an eye look here and different eye look here in less than 10 minutes. And I should have recorded it, but I didn't expect it, so I didn't record it. I did this eye look mainly using this brush. What did I use? I might have used one other brush because you know what? When you're used to using multi brushes, you're like, nah, I just want to go in with the other brush, But this brush by itself, if you are to get this collection and you don't want to spend 370, let me check, the whole entire brush collection, which is, I thought at the time, like, this is ridiculous. Are you crazy? Who pays that much for a brush set for a woman that I don't even know who she is? The whole brush set, the complete brush set of how many brushes? 8 brushes cost $362. Okay? So, no, that's not going to work for me. But this brush is phenomenal. So, I want to just demo what I am talking about, if I can, to a small degree. What am I talking about? So here, I mean, this shadow is great shadow. This shadow already on its own is superb. I don't care what brush you stick in it. It's superb. It's superb. It's good shadow. It works well with even cheaper brushes that don't work as good. But I'm just going to dip the brush slightly and I'm going to go in with this color right here. And it just holds on to the color perfectly. I just lightly swiped. Lightly swiped. Look how it just keeps the color in the place. I have struggled with my other brushes. I have, Sigma brushes, mainly Sigma brushes. And you go in with a color like this, you go in with a color like this, and it starts to shear out. It shears out the color so much that you end up having to go back into the color, add a little more pigment because the color has been lightened because of the brushing motion. This just keeps the color in its place. It controls the color, the flow of the powder, which is, I don't know how she's able, I don't know what she knows, but I don't know what she knows. Okay. I just don't know. But this brush is able to just work. Look at this. Like, I could take that dark color and make an entire eye look with that one color because you can leave the color more concentrated in areas and you can blend out the rest. It just, this brush it's a total experience. It's an experience. Would I get the whole set? No, I wouldn't, because I'm just in love with crease brushes right now. Maybe later when maybe a pencil brush, and there's a pencil brush as part of the whole set. Maybe, I don't think so I'll ever be into pencil brushes, but this is what I'm into. And this one brush, if you look at the detail, look at the handle. It says Sonia G on one side. The other side says where it's made, Japan. And then look at the detail on the, I don't know, it's some kind of like, looks like some kind of maybe Japanese lettering or something. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. That's just not the point. Point is this. I tried to even like I wanted to test all my friends about this. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't understand. Like only brush lovers would understand what I'm talking about. If you are a little bit interested, okay, if in a brush that does it all, it is called Worker One because this is all you need to work it all. Like this brush can do it all for you. If you're interested in a one-hit wonder, like not one-hit wonder because I know she's gonna come out with more, but this brush, it does it all. This is a all. Sometimes you buy an outfit and it says, you know, one size fit all, and that's always a lie, okay? Because there's gonna be somebody who can't fit it. But if you are interested in a brush that does it all, this is your brush. This is your brush. I haven't even began to even see what else is good for. I didn't even use it for contouring yet or anything. I just mainly used it on my eye. And this is a #1 brush. This is an impressive brush. I highly recommend you buy this brush, if any. Now, the next brush that I'm interested in from her line is the fan brush. That fan brush, oh my goodness. I will do a review when I get it, okay? Because that's just what's gonna happen. I'm getting that brush too because I need an experience, and this is a brush experience. And so when I get that brush, I will be reviewing that one as well. But anyway, I hope this review was helpful. Thanks for watching. I have one word of caution regarding this brush, and that is you're gonna start to believe that some of your eyeshadows work better than they do. It's not really the eyeshadow, it's really the brush. Case in point, in the beginning of my makeup collecting, I started buying a lot of MAC shadows. So these are all my MAC shadows right here. But I ended up not really using them much because of the fact that I realized that a lot of my other shadows blended out a lot better. The consistency was better. The formulas were better, like my Natasha Denona, my Viseart. So I gravitate towards those. I rarely ever touch this palette. I mean, if I do touch it, it's usually for the cool tone browns because I really don't have anything cool. This cool tone, a few of these are the kind of tones that I really enjoy a lot. But still in all, they just don't blend the way I would like them to with ease, the way Viseart and Natasha Denona does. So with that, today I decided to go in and I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually go in with my, with these, these cool tones. So I used these shadows this morning and they blended out like a dream. Like they never blended out before. I mean, I had visions of buying more shadows from MAC. Like that's how good this brush worked with these shadows. So I know I've used many brushes in this MAC shadow and it still has not been as good as Natasha Denona, not even Makeup Geek. It hasn't been as good. But yet with this brush, all of a sudden, my shadow looked phenomenal, blended out like a dream, kept pigmentation, did not have to dip in a million times in order to build up the color in my crease. So that's the only word of caution. So don't now go out there, buying more shadows because you think, oh, can't be the brush, it's the shadow. No, it's the brush, my dear. This brush knows how to hold product and hold powder, deal with powder perfectly. And so, yeah, don't have this brush inspiring you to buy more shadow. So that was my last comment regarding this brush. But go get it. Go get it.